What's going on, everyone? It's Alex back here with your weather forecast. Oh my god. Okay. How do I say this to you? European GFS showing major bomb cyclones either 16th or the 20th. So in this video, we're going to be talking about this pattern. Again, what we were talking about yesterday, the bomb cyclone potential. We have better signals for this, and this could be on the order of feet of snow. So let's get right into things without breaks. So we're going to first take a look, as we always do, as the 500 millibar pattern. Okay. So let's just skip over from Sunday. This is just this little bit of a trough coming through. Now let's get over here to the 13th, the 14th, the 15th, the 16th. Watch this. So you start off as a positively tilted. So let me just briefly explain what positive tilt, neutral tilt, and negative tilt is. This here is what you call a bit of a positive tilt, where it positively tilts back here. A neutral tilt is what you're going to get by the time you get into the 15th. Look at this. That's the neutral tilt. And then you try to get this thing negatively tilted on the European. This tries to go negatively tilted. So, as a result, what does this have to do with anything, Alex? What does this have to do with anything? So, think of it this way. You're fighting with your sibling, and you want to be as far away as possible. Or let's say you and your friend had a Nerf gun fight, and you had to, pull on which direction where they would be. Positively tilted is not going to catch up as much as negatively tilted. I'm going to show you why, okay? So let me just take a look at the vorticity here, and we're going to explain it further. So this is here your cyclonic vorticity. And let's say your brother or sister was right here, and this is your opponent, and you want to sneak down here, and you want to get them up here, right? So this is what we call a positively tilted trough. This is what usually happens when you might have some severe weather. 15th, you have this going a little bit more negative tilted, but it's still neutral. And what you get in here is what you call as neutral. Right here, that's a big neutral trough. And that is going to be your moisture that's going to try to form. And basically what the European does here, big, massive dip in the jet stream. But as monstrous as this may look, this is going to try to find a weak spot. And in this case, because this piece of energy right here is going to come eastward, this is going to act as a shoving block. And that's your cold air source, which you're going to need to interact with this here to make a major bomb cyclone in here. Is it going to work? Let's see. Is it going to work? As you can see, what starts to happen is that your opponent's here and you're here. And there's going to be this one block or this one kid that's going to try to attack you, and you try to run away from him. And this kid starts to come in, and watch this. He starts to run away. That's exactly what's happening. When you get this northern stream of energy start to coming in into the east, it's going to try to push it away. And you're just so razor close to getting a major nor'easter or snowstorm right here. Majorly, razorly close. This is such a close call. But this is a bit too strong, and it just barely misses New Jersey. And dude, this is razor thin impacts here. This would be, wow, this will be so close. And if you want to take a look how it corresponds on the precip, look how razor close that snow is from being extremely heavy. Look at this. There's light snow breaking out on the coast, but it's just a little bit too far east. A little bit too far east. And it just makes a glancing blow. And just so close. So freaking close. Oh my god. Just so close. and barely misses. But that cold air push is going to start to turn east, and that major nor'easter starts to go out east. Man, that's so close. That is so freaking close. But if you're looking forward for another chance, I have good news for you. This is more than likely going to be a pattern where this will be supported. Let's go here to the 0Z and let's see if there's similarities in this. Yeah, this is so razor close. This is really, really close. The next system is going to be even closer. This could be an exact replica of what we're dealing with for next week. An exact replica. So what you have here with your vorticity is what starts to happen is you get this mega trough starting to positively tilt. And once we get to the duration of the 18th and the 19th, look at that neutral tilting monster. And basically these lines right here is going to be your guide of this pulling up north. And watch what happens. Boom! This pulls right up north. And this is a sign you're going to get a major snowstorm. Maybe some rain along the coast. But that is a major full-fledged monster here. And your cold air is here. So you have enough cold air on the north side of this. This will all be a heavy snow event. Not sure about the coast. But here, for my area, Middlesex County, that's a heavy snow bomb right there. Cold air source near the Great Lakes starts to drag it out, but that's a classic nor'easter. Oh, man, that's crazy. And if you want to take a look at the precip here, I'm going to show you what I'm exactly talking about. Watch how this low starts to go up north and tries to pull this up. So if we try to zoom into the northeast here, I'm not going to try to get too specific on this, but if we want a general idea, man, that snow line is going to be cruel. It's barely missing us. However, this is a situation where this could be a major bomb cyclone here. 996 off the coast. Just an absolute bomb cyclone up there in Maine. Razor close, guys. Razor close. So we have two signals to be watching out for. And keep in mind, this is just a European. We haven't looked at the GFS craziness yet. Because the GFS may happen. And if the GFS happens, oh my god, like this could be genuinely the best snow signal we've had in years. Oh my god, dude. I'm just going to show you in just a few minutes. Let's see if we have a better interpretation here on the 6Z. Do we have any better stuff? Let's see. Not really. Okay, so we're gonna go. Let's see if the 0Z shows anything better. Okay, we're gonna use the 12Z. Okay. So this is the most recent model out of the GFS. We're gonna take a look at the vorticity as well. So, again, positive tilt. Watch what starts to happen. 18. Oh, wait. No. We have to go back to the 16th. Okay, 14th, 15th, 16th. Okay. You get your trough to dip out. And this starts to surge out to the south. Look at that, man. That is just so freaking crazy, dude. You got your cold air source up here. You got your monstrosity down here. And this mechanism is going to try to pull it up. And it's going to try to deepen over the Carolinas. That cold air is on the move, though. Razor close, man. Razor close. Absolutely bombing snows just off the coast. Oh, my God. And if you want to take a look at the rain and frozen precip, you're going to exactly see what I'm talking about here. Snow into South Carolina, even parts of Georgia. Georgia getting snow. Are you kidding me? And then this tries, oh my god, this is just so close. Heavy bombing snow in North Carolina. Wow, that is close. That is freaking close. That's a 980 millibar. And it zooms up the coast. Major bomb cyclone for Maine. Not Maine, Nova Scotia. But oh my god, that is so close. And this is a scenario that could happen. Is it going to be this scenario, or is it going to be something like the European? Huge differences. 20-mile difference to the west could mean nothing, or it could mean feet and feet of snow. Man, this is going to be crazy. That's just the first system. What about that second system we mentioned about? Let's go back to our dear vorticity, okay? Let's go back to our vorticity. So, vorticity, 18th, 19th, 20th. Look at this vorticity cranking up. And this right here is a signal that you're getting heavy snow across this area because your energy is pulling up north. Watch what starts to happen. Boom! Boom! You get absolutely hammered by this nor'easter big time. Man, and if you want to take a look at why I'm saying that, boom! That's exactly why. Your crazy crippling snow covering all across the Jersey shoreline, all across the New England coast, extremely heavy snow, and this bombs out as a 957 nor'easter in northern Maine, 954. My God. And then we might not be over with this yet. We may have yet another major winter storm and yet another major trough. Oh my God, guys, there's just so much to talk about right now. This pattern is genuinely crazy. It really is. Also taking a look at the 2-meter temperature anomaly here. We're gonna see what this does here. Yeah, that's your warmth for the 14, 15. Then that's your big trough. Look at that. Look at this cold air all the way down into Florida. This could be 30-degree weather in Florida. When you wake up Friday, January 6th. Oh my God, dude, that's crazy. Wow. Yeah, that looks like a brutal pattern. That really looks like a brutal pattern. Wow. And then there's more Arctic air behind that. This pattern is going to be crazy for snowstorms. If you want it, you might really get it. Man, this is just so freaking crazy, dude. I mean, the past few runs have been going absolutely berserk on these storms. My God. I mean, come on. And just for curiosity, if you want to take a look at the snow totals at the end of the run, let's go see this. Oh my God. Oh my God. Not too much snow over here, but north. Wow. Yeah, that's a lot of snow. That's a lot of snow. So, yeah, this pattern is gonna be very epic. If you want snow, this is coming. And I feel this area right here, y'all might be getting some crazy nor'easters during this time period. And February ain't gonna end anytime soon like this. We're gonna get more major snowstorms in February. Maybe a brief warm-up by February, but we're just gonna get right back into the Arctic cold and mega snowstorms. Wow. I mean, just what a pattern we are dealing with right now. And I was warning with this for a couple days now. I told you this was gonna ignite once we start seeing this. And why did you not see these major snowstorms by the end of the run? It's because the pattern was locked in. The models didn't know what they were doing, but I knew something was lurking in the air. And this is exactly why I say, when you start seeing signals like this is when you start to say, oh boy, someone may get literally nuked by next week. I don't know who. Is it going to be the Carolinas? Is it going to be Virginia, D.C., Delaware, New Jersey, Connecticut, Long Island? Who is it? But I can tell you this much. I was telling you this area needs to be watched. And I feel this could become reality. I feel this could really become reality. And I just have a feeling this is going to be one of the most major snowstorms we've dealt in a while. This could be absolutely insane. And like Bernie Rayno was talking about, these locations, maybe not the Carolinas, but Virginia, DC, Philly, New York City, Trenton, going up here into Long Island, Suffolk County, going up into Massachusetts, Worcester, Boston, everywhere, Cape Cod. These areas need to really be watching out. And I just have a feeling something's going to try to happen. It's not just 3 to 6 inches of snowfall, keep in mind. This could either be a light snowfall accumulation or this could be an absolute bizarre blizzard. I don't know which, but I just have a feeling the models are starting to trend west. And if this keeps continuing on, and listen, key thing here to point out, we haven't looked at the upper heights yet, but the key thing here is we need the vorticity map up. We need this area of energy to get out a little bit more in front of this. A little bit more, and just, the cold air needs to capture it on just a bit sooner, and this could curve up right up the coast. If this slows down just a tad bit, by maybe a few hours, this thing would curve right up the coast, and it will give an absolute bomb of snow to these areas right here. It could be like this. It could be like this. Which scenario is it going to be? This, that. That's my two possibilities. And I have a feeling that track is becoming more likely now. Which one is going to be right? That's the $1,000,000 question no one can answer. But I can tell you, this area really needs to watch out. And y'all need to listen to your weather forecast now. This is a big time blizzard that could unfold by late next week. When we know it's when it's going to happen. It's just if this piece of energy and this slows down a bit, and this allows to curve up the coast a little bit more, and the GFS is very close. This shifts a bit further west by 20 miles, let's say. We are getting pounded with heavy snow, maybe even some thunder snow. Man, it's going to be wild. It's going to be wild, and I will be watching this every second with you guys. Have a great rest of your weekend, and snow lovers, you are going to be biting your nails on how close is this going to be. Man, this is going to be some wild times ahead. And even if we miss this storm on the 16th, 19th, and 20th, it's going to reload. And this could be an even more monstrous trough diving down all the way into the Gulf of Mexico and curving right back up. That could be our foot or two plus of snow. That could be it. The ones that we've been waiting for a few years in New Jersey, Long Island, Massachusetts, a little bit of the Virginias. This is your chance. Do not waste it. Because if you do, I don't know, man. If this pattern becomes a complete bust, I will be crying in tears in bed for days. Man, this is just a really good pattern we are in. And let's just hope these models lock in on the potential for an I-95 monster for next week. If not late next week, a few days after. Alright, I'll see you guys later, and have a great rest of your Friday. And snow lovers, keep in touch, and be tuned to my weather forecast.